Hi, ThatPaulGuy. Well, we're getting close to the middle of September, so this is your September update, basically. This is also going to include a couple other things. I've got a Corsair build that's going in the middle of, and today is obviously a very, very significant day for our entire country. Spider bite is still healing, and there's some other things to talk about. So we'll cover a couple things really quickly, and then we'll go over the main point of me making this video today. Spider bite's doing very well. It's getting much, much smaller. It is to the point where it's almost healed, and thank goodness, because I'm tired of this whole thing. It's been going on for, as anybody that's been watching this knows, for the past 9-10 months, and I went through an infection in a hospital stay and all kinds of other stuff, and now it's gotten very, very small, and the skin is almost covering completely, and so we're good there, and those are all good things. With the Corsair build, I have to give kudos to Best Buy, because I'm still getting parts for it, and I'm finding that now Best Buy not only had the parts, some of the parts that I had already purchased from somewhere else at the same price, but I have been purchasing some parts from Best Buy, and they have the lowest price on the power supply that is coming to me. I'm getting a 750 watt power supply, the Corsair, I believe it's an RM 750. I'm getting it for cheaper than I could have got the 650, and I got it far cheaper than any other website was hosting it or having it. I do have to have it sent to me. I'm not worried about that because I have other parts that are on the way as well, including the memory. I am going to swap out the memory right now. I'm using Trident Z memory. I'm going to go ahead and swap out, and I think the direction of this build is going to be upgrading and just kind of updoing my PC and editing rig, and we're going to go that route. The reason why is because I thought about just doing a complete Corsair build, but AMD and NVIDIA both have thrown kind of wrenches into that, so I have to kind of wait and see what's going on. I don't know whether to invest in a new motherboard yet or wait to see what's going on. NVIDIA just released their 30 series or 3000 series GPUs, and now AMD has come out and made an announcement. On the 8th, they're going to release information on their new Ryzen 3 or their 4000 series CPUs, and on the 28th, they're going to release information on their new Radeon 2 or RDNA 2 video cards, the big Navi video cards or the Navi video cards, on the 28th of October. So I'm holding off on part of that, and I think I do want to do this build. So I will take part of what is already existing on my rig, and I will update that with all Corsair parts, and we'll see how that goes and find out if we want to upgrade the motherboard, the CPU, and the GPU according to what is out, or just do that upgrade and leave that as it is. It will be sort of an ongoing project, but I think the next video on that will actually be when I go ahead and take those Corsair parts that I have on order, the ones that I already have, and go ahead and put those in the new box, the new case, which is also Corsair. Again, I'm going to have to give props to Best Buy here, because as far as Corsair parts go, they are not only available for the very most part, but they are less expensive than some other places have them. And so, way to go. I didn't think I would be saying that about Best Buy, but way to go. And kudos to them. Today is a very, very important day in the United States here and in American history. And 19 years ago today, many of you know that something very, very tragic happened, and many thousands of lives were lost when 4 planes were hijacked, and I believe we all know the results of that. We told everybody we would never forget, and the only thing I'm going to say, as political as I'm ever going to get on this channel, is some of us have forgotten. So on a day like this, remember those promises to ourselves and each other and our country, and just that's where I'm going to leave that. Even more important to me on a day like this, September 11th, happened on September 11th, 1972. Now, most of you guys that see this channel never got to meet a young man named Andy Fazekas. Andy was the 4th of 4 kids, born to Dan and Helen Fazekas back in 1972 in Athens, Georgia. And there has never been, in my knowledge or my friend pool or my family or anybody that I have met, somebody that could light up a room like Andy could. Sadly, Andy didn't make it to his 40th birthday. Today would have been his 48th. I miss him every day. The remaining members of my family miss him every day. Friends that truly cared about him miss him every day. Andy, you are never forgotten. And it breaks my heart that you're not here. Nobody, no older brother should have to say that his younger brother isn't walking the planet with him. And I have to do that. And it breaks my heart because you being around brightened everybody else. Just the world is a little bit dimmer with you not being here. You brightened everybody else's spirits. You brightened everybody else's day. You could not be around Andy without smiling or laughing. And even in the most serious of times, he reminded you not to quite take things so seriously. Andy was born on 9/11, and he served our local municipalities and counties in Georgia for 12 years as a police officer, and he died on his badge number 714. Andy, I love you. I miss you. And one day, maybe I'll see you again. So that's all you got for your September updates, folks. I will expand on some more of these later, and I will catch up with people that I need to catch up with and stuff like that. And that's all I got. So until next time.